Hello, everyone. You are welcome to another wonderful time of Illuminate. So, Illuminate is our interactive midweek session where we get clarity, where we get answers, we get direction, we get healing from hurt, and wisdom for practical living. I want to thank you all for sharing your questions, and so that we could be a blessing to everybody everywhere, even as we answer those questions. This happens every Wednesday by 6:30 p.m. on all the social media platforms. Thank you for riding with us. And if you are joining us for the very first time, thank you. You are welcome. It's my singular pleasure to welcome you. My name is Debola Alaba. I'm the lead pastor of the Love Network Global Ministry. And it's my privilege to share, to learn together, even as we answer the questions that are pertinent in the heart of people everywhere. So don't forget the anonymous link is right there where you can ask your question and we won't know it's you. So, but those questions are important so we can give answers to them and by extension, answer a lot of questions in the heart of people everywhere. So let's just get right into the question right away. All right.
Thank you very much, sir. So this person is asking, sir, I do the normal 9 to 5 where I work currently, and I am interested in entrepreneurship. I have some ideas and solutions I want to explore. What key things do I need to know before going into it?
That's quite interesting. I know that quite a number of people find themselves in that situation where they currently run a 9 to 5 job and they have this idea or this entrepreneurial journey that they would like to, embark on despite their current 9 to 5 job. So, what are the critical things that you want to know? So, I think the first thing is to first of all, identify the idea of the business you want to venture into. So identify it and do your research on it. Is it viable? Is it something that is validated that will be profitable? I think that's the first thing. Then secondly, I think you want to create a system where what you're doing with your 9 to 5, you will not experience a conflict of interest with your own entrepreneurial journey that you're about to start. So which means I'm going to give my Mondays to Fridays, my 9 to 5, I'm going to give them my full attention. I put in my best to do all that is required of me and even over and beyond my KPIs and my job description. While I decide that on Saturdays and maybe after church on Sunday, however it works for you, and you want to give that time to gradually start to invest time in your own entrepreneurial journey. I think you want to do that. Then over time, because this is important for me to say, over time, that then can pick up. So a couple of things to know is once you sit with your idea, do your research. Is it validated? Is it something that can fly? Is it viable? I think that's important. Then secondly, you want to identify what are the things that are required to make this thing work. One of which is how do you plan to sponsor or to foot the costs of that your entrepreneurial business or the new entrepreneurial journey you are about to embark on. It's important because if you don't factor that in, it will not even, start off or take off in the first place. So, which means, do I want to take a portion of my current 9 to 5 inflow income and be investing it in that entrepreneurial plan or endeavor such that, I will allow it build to a point. Then after a while, because trust me, when it comes to entrepreneurship, there are quite a number of challenges. A lot of things are not foreseen. There are some failures along the line. There are some challenges, that barriers that people face. So I would advise that you don't quickly leave your job to go and face that. Except you have a goal and you have a lot of support structure to help you do that. I wouldn't advise that. So you maintain your 9 to 5, you're giving your best. Then you can take some of the money and some of the experiences there and put it into developing your own. So it's going to take time for that to pick up, depending on which type of business you decide to do will determine what type of or how long it will take, and also your right application of the principles that you engage will also determine how fast or how long or how whatnot would work. I think that's important to say. So, but is it possible? Yes, it is. Can you achieve it? Yet you can, but you must be willing to put in what is required. Another aspect you want to consider is mentorship. So you want to learn from people that have gone ahead, or people that have, particularly if you can find a model of somebody that is doing a 9 to 5 and they have something else that they are doing and is succeeding and is working, so that you can learn firsthand from such persons. I think that will really help, so that there are issues or challenges that they are facing that will be very relatable to you at this your new found, passion or newfound, desire to pursue, your newfound pursuit actually. So I think that is quite important to say. So yeah, so you want to do that, then you want to also weigh in on what are the do risk assessment. So to say, this is my entrepreneurial journey or this business that I want to take, what are the risks associated with it? You want to also look at what are the legal framework in that space that I want to venture into. So what are the policies? What's the government saying about it? So is this something, so that you don't waste your effort? Is this something that is worth the long haul? I think that's important to, do. But like I said, it's very possible. If you are willing to put in the work, it is possible. But trust me, you would need to engage some strategic things. And these are the things that we have listed. It's very key that you do that. So if there's anything other thing that I would say to you at this moment is that, when it comes to this, apart from the challenges that you would face, there is also what they call grit, that perseverance, that willingness to make things work against all odds. I'm not talking blind, doing things blindly, or you're flying blind. I'm speaking to aspects of a business that, after all is said and done, what will be left is just your perseverance and your staying power in order for you to push through that phase of the business. Everybody usually gets there. So I just want to encourage, so that when you're experiencing some challenges on your journey to developing your business, you don't just throw in the towel easily. Understand when you need to pivot, understand when you need to change strategies, but it's possible and you can do it. And trust me, I'm rooting for you. So thank you. I think I'll just stop on that and then we can get to the next question. All right.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, please.
Yes, sir. So this person is asking, sir, he said, I need to further my education and get certifications to advance my career. He said, I don't have the means to do that now. So what can I do? What can I do to?
Okay, beautiful. That's an interesting question. So you want to further on your education, or you
Yes,
want to
sir.
get more certification in order to advance your career.
Yes, sir.
But the challenge that you have is you don't have some means of finances to push that. Okay, so how you can go about it is, I know that there are quite a number of platforms out there, platforms where you can develop your skill without necessarily paying a lot or paying at all. I know there are a couple, so you might want to further and check that online. So I know that there's Coursera, there's Udemy, there's is it Alison. You want to check those platforms out because they will, really, really help you. And then of course there's also the option for, you can get scholarship or financial assistance or aid, where you're going for a course is a particular amount, but people are already generously put out that option for people. where if you are willing to take the course and put in the effort, they are willing to take off the bill for you. But you want to go out and get engaged, engage all of this platform, and you can do it. And from there, then you can now begin to get yourself where you are more equipped, you are more, knowledgeable, you have those certifications coming in. Then close to that is also the experience that backs this qualification and certification. We are now in a world where it's not just about certification, it's about what you can do. I'm telling you, a lot of people, once they see what you can do and they ask for your portfolio and they see the work, your workflow, they've seen what you have done, and the experiences that shows right there. I guarantee you they might not necessarily ask if you have a certification or not. Because at the end of the day, it's about you being able to perform on the task, on the job for which they're engaging you. I think that's important. So close to getting the certification is also getting the experience. So find opportunities, depending on what your workflow looks like or what your work schedule look like. If you can get some internship or apprenticeship opportunity where you can get those experiences, get those opportunities, or you just maybe partner on a project that somebody is doing and participate right there, such that when you put it there, they can see, yes, you are not just certified, but you can also actually perform on the job, because there are a lot of people that have certificates but cannot perform on the job. And at the end of the day, it's about who can do the work, who can achieve what we ask people to do. I think that's important. So leverage all of these platforms and all that. Then, of course, speak to people in your field. I tell you, there are some people that can take you through some courses or through some routes or some experiences that will help you even fast track your journey. That's the truth. They will help you where you to fast track your journey. You might not even need to go and even take some courses anymore. You can also lean or learn from people's experiences where they tell you, don't take this, go ahead and take this particular one. It will give you an advantage over if you have gone this route. That can really help you, closing on that gap, closing on that, opportunity right there. So leverage relationship, leverage opportunities, leverage people that have gone ahead of you. And I believe these few things will really help you. All right, thank you. Let's go to the next question, please.
Thank you very much, sir. So this person is asking, sir, he say, I'm always stressed and overwhelmed with work and life. He say, what can I do to take care of my mental health, my mental and physical health? See, I'm always stressed and overwhelmed with work and life. So what can I do to take care of my mental and physical health?
Wow, very interesting question. So you're always stressed and then you are overwhelmed with
Yes, sir.
quite a number of things. So how can you get that balance
Yes,
between
sir.
your mental health and then your physical
Physical health.
health?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so for me to answer this, I think because I know that during one of our Illuminate series, I think that's Illuminate 11, if I'm correct. That's I think it's 22nd of November. Where we talked about how you can, get a good balance of your health and your life and all of that, and so that you can get that help. So I think you want to check it out. It will really help you. So I might not go ahead to speak on the health side because we have done an extensive, conversation and discussion about that in that series or in that session. So you want to go and check that. But let me speak more to the mental side of things. So if you find that you are pressured, mentally, because of your work life, so which means you've been struggling to achieve work-life balance, then a couple of things that we could do. So firstly, one of the things that achieve people's mental well-being that people might not necessarily pay attention to is how well rested they are. So I haven't listened to the first part, which is your physical well-being, which is what we said we should go back to in the previous Illuminate. If you violate those things, what would happen is that you would naturally be stressed mentally. I think it's important to say, if you are not well rested, it will have an impact on your mental well-being, and your mental well-being then will affect your general outputs or your input on your work and all of that. It will affect it. So you want to be well rested. It is medically said that we should get between 6 to 8 hours rest every day. Now you may find yourself in a situation where that is practically impossible So maybe you're engaged in a work where back to back deliverables, back to back this and all that. Some people's work even get into the weekend and people don't have the rest. So I would recommend, if you're in that situation where you don't get rest, so you need to schedule it. The same way you schedule time for say a task, or to attend to this meeting, to attend to that meeting, you have to schedule your rest. It's critical and is important. Because even the body, the way it's structured is such that after you have used the body and stretched it for a while, it needs to recuperate. And one of the best way the body recuperates, in addition to nutrients and maybe water, is well rested mind. Well rested mind. Then another thing I would like to also say is, please create boundary. We're talking work-life balance. So please try as much as possible to create a boundary of your work time. If I've worked up until this time, please, I would want to ensure that I rest. So if you're getting 4 hours rest or 5 hours rest, or you're not getting sufficient rest, ensure that when it's time for rest, you actually rest. And one way you can do that is, please take away your phones or gadgets. You can't claim you're trying to rest and you have your phones ringing, buzzing every time, vibrating and all that, and you can is intermittently just cutting short your rest abruptly. You will not be in the best frame of mind. So I think that is critical to do. Take away your phone for the period that you are doing it. Put it on silence. Don't put it on vibration or ring it. Put it on silence. Once you are done, um, you know, resting, then you can pick it up. You get the calls and the messages, and you can take it off on from there. I think it's important for us to do. There's always that pressure for people where, oh, I want to keep up with this, I want to keep up with this, I want to keep up with this. If you don't keep up with yourself, you know, your body might leave you. I think that's important. That is very, very important. Then in drawing boundary, also ascertain the things that help you get rest. There's some people spending time with family, spending time with your hobbies or things that you like to do. Create time for that. If you find yourself that in a season of your life you are not able to get that, ensure that you create another season where you can get that extensively. So which means find vacation, take it periodically, and all that. And don't let it go too long where you have damaged anything in your body. So please, it's important. Your well-being is critical. Health is wealth, as they say. Health is wealth. It takes a healthy person, a healthy mind to pursue those goals, to achieve those qualifications, to go up the career ladder. It takes that to achieve those, your GMV, your, business targets, and your, the target of the investors and all of that. It takes a healthy mind. So please, that's important. So let's put that into play. So draw the boundary, put what needs to be done at the time it's supposed to be done. When it's time to cut something off, please, you might want to ask, this is not the time to do that. I notice that some people too, when they take their vacation, it's really not vacation, because they're practically working in between that. So, and I understand how it could be, particularly different business terrain in Nigeria and Africa, where one person is doing quite a number of things and you cannot necessarily take your hands off the pedal or off work. Please and please, partner with your manager, with your boss, with your subordinates, where you can create a system that people can take turns to be out of work completely. It's important so that when they come back, they are better and well rested. I hope this helps. So when it comes to your mental, I think you want to do that. Then sometimes it might just be, oh, I'm rested and all, but I just feel bad. Talk to yourself, remind yourself reason why you are doing what you're doing, and understand that this is just a part of your life. It's not the entirety of your life. That's important. It's a part of your life. You are a child of God. He loves you. You are the apple of his eyes. So there should be other things that give meaning to you than your work. Your work will do its part, but there should be other things. So try as much as possible to get that good balance. It's your responsibility. You have to fight for it. You have to, be sensible. You must, get some compromises when necessary, but don't put your life in the line. Things will move on. I hope this really helps. Thank you so very much for joining us today. I believe this helped you. So I would want to encourage that you take the link, share with as many people as possible that need this, that they really need to hear this, because it really help them and transform their life. And don't forget, keep sending those questions. If you have more follow-up questions, please send them in. And I want to encourage you to go back to the previous Illuminate sessions. they would really be of blessing to you. And then, of course, give us your feedback. Let us know what else you feel we can do, maybe topics or other things that maybe are pertinent or is a concern to you that you want us to speak to. And we'll gladly do that. Thank you for the privilege and the opportunity given to us to share with you. I hope this helps you. So thank you so much. And until the next time, God bless you. And bye for now.